It feels like a new life, new journey, new fight at a new height, still thirsty, still trying to do right, though it might hurt me. I'm on a new flight tonight, but don't worry, I cheated death, felt my heartbeat out my chest, deep breath, release all my worries and stress. Guess it could have been.
Tattooing, there's been a lot that's been difficult, but tattooing is different than any other medium. So you got from painting with acrylics to canvas to cans to anything, and I've done a lot of other mediums in art, and tattooing is a wholly different thing, from the technical aspect of it to the machine building to building needles to just knowing the craft to learning the history. But more than anything, I mean, the most challenging part was dropping what I knew of the art world that I knew. Because I started tattooing, I started my apprenticeship when I was 27, you know, so to start that kind of old in the game is a little tip. A lot of times kids are starting at 20, 21, 19, fucking 16, you know, so I started a little bit later than usual, and I had challenges because I already had a business, and I already had Inkproof in my business going by then, where I had done freelance work. So I had to transfer all of that over, and I love it. I love tattooing, but it's a whole different world. It was tough. I'm lucky that I apprenticed under one of the best tattooers in the city, Shane Wallen. I apprenticed under him at Twilight, and he showed me a hell of a lot. But I am lucky and fortunate that I went under a traditional apprenticeship. But mine was about 2 years, almost 2 years, and you know, at the age of 27, 28 at the time, to have to sit back and not earn any money at all and just be there and learn. I was willing to do that, definitely, but it took a hell of a lot to sit back and just, I wanted to jump in, and you can't, you know, you're hungry and you can't, and I'm glad that he did it the way he did it, and I'm glad that, because nowadays there's, I mean, as a lot of us know in the art world, and especially in tattooing, that there's shops everywhere, anybody can be a tattoo artist, anybody can do this shit. And that's not the case, you know. And so I'm just, I don't know about anybody else, but for me, I'm lucky and fortunate that I had a traditional apprenticeship, so.
Yeah, this album is dedicated to all the teachers that told me I never amount to nothing.
Tat.
Tat?
Do you do tats?
Don't say
and
that.
most tattoo artists out there know what the fuck I'm talking about. Don't say that. You can say that, but you might not get a response.
I used to read Word Up magazine, Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine, hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack, Mr.
Yeah, hell yeah. There's a lot of them. I've noticed over the last couple of years, the hardest things for me to let go of, the hardest pieces for me to let go of, are the live paintings. And, well, live paintings and watercolors, actually. Watercolors take a hell of a lot of time, man. I love doing them. But I can spend anywhere from, you know, 5 hours to 20 hours on one that's 9 by 12 or 11 by 17 or whatever. Yeah, it's a little bit harder when it's something that you're like, I wouldn't mind having that. I don't necessarily want it on my wall, but I just want to be able to give it to this person or a family member.
Yeah.
So yeah, some shit's harder, for sure. Because I'm crazy. No, I am crazy, but I've had a passion for all kinds of shit, all kinds of mediums, all kinds of art, all kinds of music, all kinds of things. And I put drugs and alcohol down a long time ago. It's a whole nother story, but once I started Inkproof and started my business and started really trying to do my art for a living and be a working artist, and to actually be able to eat off of that stuff, which was definitely tough for years, and a lot of artists can understand that. I knew I loved listening to certain kinds of music, and I knew that the music I listened to fed the artwork I did, and I also knew that I loved certain styles of art. I loved architecture. I loved watercolors. I loved acrylics. I loved tattoos. I loved everything, you know. And so I figure, what the hell? I'm here, you know. At that point, I had a second chance at life, really, you know, after putting all the other crap down that was killing me. And I figure, what the hell? And while I'm here, I want to do the best I can. I want to do all the stuff I can. And I mean, the loss of sleep is nothing new to me. I'm a bit of a movie buff, period, but horror movies, yeah, I might watch one this evening. Silence of the Lambs is in the top 3, for sure. I like classics. I'd say one of the first Halloween, and probably The Notebook. No, I'm trying to think here. I don't know about a third. I don't know. I'll get back to you on that.
The Notebook can be pretty scary.
It's a little scary. It's a little scary. Not that I've seen it, you know what I mean? I'm just saying.
You heard about it.
If I did, right. Next question. I hate to use like the organic kind of fucking hippie artist description, but it really is a vibe, a feeling, you know? It's like anything that anything that comes into our vision, and this is the way I think, but anything that comes into me visually that I've been through, that I've felt, whether it's pain, whether it's happiness, whether it's a certain situation that I've come across that's definitely changed my attitude or my look at a certain thing. I mean, it's all of that shit feeds into the art. It can't not. There's no way for it to not feed into or flow out of me.